right, so moving on, we're really great with our transitions into other topics. So this is the last big thing about D23, and unfortunately, there was no footage that we got to see, or no announcements per se, but they showed a motherfucking Infinity War trailer to the people at D23. You sons of bitches. All right, now.
So release it to us now.
Please.
Naturally.
Like they did with the Justice
League.
League.
Got to see it. Okay.
Comic-Con.
They got to stroke everybody that saw it at D23 and be like, okay, we'll wait a month. We'll wait a month. You're getting to see it exclusively a month before everybody else.
What I didn't tell you when I was talking to you about the footage is how they did it. They did not tell anybody that they were going to show a trailer. 2018 will be celebrating 10 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 2008 kicked off Iron Man, and then next year is 2018. 10 years of this Marvel Cinematic Universe that has been building to a movie being released. Infinity War comes out on the 10-year anniversary of freaking the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Talk about franchises. How about one that hasn't stopped or slowed down in 10 years and has, I think, 16 movies? Somewhere between like 14, 16 movies in freaking cinematic universe leading up to a finale.
I thought I heard that Infinity War is the culmination of like 22 movies. So you got 3 Iron Mans, 3 Captain Americas,
we will have 3 Thors, so that's 9.
3 Thors. You've got
Guardians 1, 2.
Yes, and then Ant-Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther.
Oh, by that point, yeah, you will have Black Panther.
Suicide Squad.
What are we? Some kind of Aladdin movie?
Yeah, that's like, I mean, it's quite a bit of movies.
It's a lot, and it's leading up to like at the end of the first Avengers. Two Avengers movies. Okay, at the end of something obvious like Avengers. Goddamn. At the end of the first Avengers, we hear to challenge them is to court death. And Thanos gets up and turns around.
The Incredible Hulk.
Proud of you.
That's not an obvious one.
You did better than me. So yeah, since then, it's all been building up to Infinity War. But so what they did is they're like, hey, it's 10 years. We put together this like sizzle reel of everything that we've accomplished and things. Let's celebrate the cinematic universe. So they started rolling it, and they built like this thing where they're just kind of talking through all the Marvel movies, showing all this footage and stuff, and it was celebrating everything that happened since Iron Man all the way up to like Infinity War, and it was like really, really cool. And all of a sudden it's showed the Guardians of the Galaxy, and they were talking, and everyone in the audience thinking, I haven't really seen this scene, and then boom, the Infinity War trailer starts. Thor smacks the windshield. Mantis revives Thor, and then they go to Earth and they show Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, freaking all this shit. And I was reading it to you, and how much of a massive Marvel hard-on did you have when I was reading that to you?
Dude.
Like the table, right? Just...
Tentpole, swing. Wayne's World. No, it was a Heather Locklear. Swing.
Foxy. Freaking.
Okay, just a buzz, man. Don't trim me, or just a trim. Don't buzz me. Sorry, Ossifer. No, dude. This sounds epic. This is just a teaser trailer, right?
Right.
This is just a teaser, and everything that you described to me, it was like, this sounds like a whole movie's going on. There's a lot going on in this.
Like
this is insane.
To me, Infinity War, like as much as it's been talked about, has always just been like a faraway concept to me. Like I couldn't wrap my head around it. Right. I haven't gotten excited for it yet. I'm like, it's happening. It's down the road.
It'll happen. Not in our lifetimes. We'll be dead by then. It's so far away.
Like they've been talking about, like, I mean, we have been dealing with Thanos for. By the time Infinity War comes out, we will have known that Thanos was going to be the villain for 6 years. So it's been 6 years of waiting.
What movie did he first appear in?
Avengers.
2012. Okay.
So it'll be 6 years of building up to Thanos. We got a tease in Guardians of the Galaxy.
How is, man, what? They're taking away half of what Doctor Strange can do by making the Eye of Agamotto an Infinity Stone.
But that's just spoilers, time. You take time is not a natural thing for Doctor Strange to have power over. He still has all his abilities. The mirror dimension and all that stuff.
The Eye of Agamotto only affects time.
Right.
Okay.
That's not really just his power source.
What is it?
It was like...
No, there's a thing that he does to open the eye that's something like this.
Oh, yeah, it's like
a...
Do we have a Doctor Strange?
I have that Doctor Strange.
Ouch. I can't move. I hurt my asshole today. Oh, there's the camera.
Is he doing something?
The doctor. He's casting some shiznit. By the hoary host of Hogwarts. So
he didn't do any of that.
He didn't do any spell casting. I'm so sad.
He should at least deliver some sort of line like that. Like maybe get like sideswiped by the Hulk or something and yell that out.
Yeah.
Right?
Something.
Like,
well,
maybe he'll say something like, well, it's not a side brand, it's still the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like,
that was why I was excited at Benedict Cumberbatch. I was like, nobody can deliver corny, weird lines like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Maybe he'll say like, I've been trying it out, and then he'll start saying them, and they'll be like, don't do that.
I don't know. Even to make a joke out of it would be fine, but like, cast a spell, you know?
It's like in the X-Men, it was like, what did you expect? Yellow spandex?
That joke got funnier as I got older. So anyways, yeah, we got glimpses at Spider-Man, the spider sense that we didn't really get in Homecoming. If you guys haven't seen Homecoming, please go out and see it. But I don't think it's a really huge spoiler. They don't really use spider sense in that movie.
I don't think they do at all.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, so this Spider-Man doesn't have spider sense? Nope. He used it in Civil War because he was looking this way. And then all of a sudden he turned and ducked as like a flying piece of metal came from like Winter Soldier. He was not looking at it. He heard nothing. That was all spider sense. So, but yeah, he's sitting on a bus and
Spider's dead, Ned.
Can you summon an army of spiders? Can you spit venom? I'm watching.
Do you lay eggs?
No, Ned. But yeah, so we see him on a bus, and while there's a bunch of other things going on, there's like a close-up of the hair raising on his arm, so he's got a sense that there's other stuff going on.
I think that the reason that it wasn't in Spider-Man Homecoming is because they didn't want to make this movie seem too familiar.
Sure. I understood it. I wasn't mad at them.
I didn't even think about it until you I didn't, right?
Yeah.
It didn't affect the movie whatsoever. The movie was fantastic.
It was really good.
It was very Spider-Man-y too.
But there's just... I'm reading the description for this Infinity War footage, and it talks about Mantis, right? Someone who was introduced in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, standing next to Iron Man.
Can I pet your puppy?
Thor. Hulk. Doctor Strange. Like, do you remember that feeling in your gut when you first saw Avengers, and they did that circle shot? That famous... See the goosebumps? See the hair rising up? Yeah, my spider sense is going off right now. I have such a...
Is that one of Superman's powers?
Yeah. They did that circle shot, and you see like Black Widow loading her gun, Hawkeye, Thor, everyone's just getting ready for battle. What are they going to do in this movie? It's gonna match that. It's gonna be insanity. Remember Age of Ultron when it started off and they're all leaping into battle? Remember that cool shot? They do it in every Avengers movie. But now you're gonna have like 16 characters. Holy... Okay.
Please don't be another Age of Ultron, though.
I liked a lot of aspects in Age of Ultron. How about... Remember when they're fighting all the Ultron bots? And it just follows and it like ping-pongs to each character?
I got an idea to help Infinity War make Quicksilver not dead.
Undead Quicksilver?
Undead Quicksilver?
Yeah, that could be really cool. I mean, you have a reality warping Infinity Gauntlet. Like, anything's on the table. But this is the directors of Winter Soldier and Civil War. In my opinion, the two best movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In my opinion. There's a lot of close runners-up and stuff, but I took Winter Soldier more serious than any other Marvel movie. In Civil War, what they're able to do in the airport scene...
Logan's
Marvel.
a pretty serious film.
Right.
Logan is Marvel.
I'm saying Marvel
Fox.
proper. Marvel proper. Marvel Cinematic Universe. Winter Soldier and Civil War
MCU.
are the best MCU movies, I say. Logan might be my favorite comic book movie. That's possible.
It's not fair, though. It's not a fair comparison because it's not... It doesn't seem like a comic book movie. It doesn't put off that vibe. Anyway.
Anyways, but there's so... I can't even wrap my mind around how excited I am for this movie just reading that description.
Dude, I'm so excited to see Doctor Strange again.
Star-Lord's on Earth.
Star-Lord is back on Earth.
Using space steps. Like, I'm just thinking of the commercials for Valerian when he's projecting like little steps and jumping like lily pads.
Oh man,
Rocket.
I want to say a spoiler for Star-Lord so bad right now, just because I can't.
Nope. Power. We also get a look at, not in the trailer, but they had statues or large full-scale sculptures, whatever you want to call them, for the Black Order, which is Thanos' minions. So it looks like we're not going to just get another Chitauri army.
We're going to get the Ginyu Force.
We're going to get formidable foes like Thanos' Guardians of the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. You know, you got a big buff guy. You got somebody that's a telepath. They're the brains of the operation. You have people that are familiar in martial arts. You have somebody that's an expert marksman. Like, this is awesome. And they have to go against Thanos. And you're like, well, we haven't seen Thanos do anything. What kind of threat can he really provide? Well, let me tell you something. When he gets that Infinity Gauntlet, apparently he makes a fist, crushes some far-off freaking planet, turns it into dust and meteorite, and then tosses it at the Avengers. That is the power of having all the Infinity Gems in one gauntlet. Bro, what are they going to do?
They're going to die.
How is this movie
Some of them have to die.
How is this movie not going to be
How many characters are there? Some of them have to die. They have to die.
Yeah, especially if they're going to move forward with all these other characters and stuff. We're going to get Black Panther and focus on Doctor Strange.
We're going to have too many movies. We already had like a practically new set of Avengers at the end of Age of Ultron. And then we saw where that went in Civil War, but yeah, it's getting pretty big. It's a big universe.
It's massive.
And if this is the biggest thing that's ever happened to them, think about it. None of them have died. None of them have died. None of them.
Right.
Some of them have to die.
Quicksilver. That's about it.
He was a red shirt.
So Captain America's shield's made out of vibranium. What's Hawkeye's shield made out of?
Nothing.
Quicksilver. Yeah, because yeah. Anyways,
Hawkeye. You already gave him his family, so kill him.
Falcon could go. But there's all these characters that could be like they could kill off and be like, oh, that's sad.
But if they killed a bunch of them though, like Black Widow, Falcon, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch.
You know what I think needs to happen?
What?
I mean, they could take out some smaller characters, but Captain America needs to go, and it will fuck everybody up.
But Sebastian Stan said he will not be Captain America. Or did he said something? There's something about how Bucky's not going to become Captain America.
Well,
that's what they're saying.
He's got to say that. There's a lot of things that weren't said. Freaking, I don't know. Tony or Robert Downey Jr. said he's done like 6 different times, so we cannot trust those.
Oh, he tried pulling a Hugh Jackman. You can't just do that.
Yeah.
Not when you're Tony frickin' Stark. Especially since when Fox finally caves and gives the Fantastic Four back. Oh, Tony Stark has to be around.
There's something you don't know in regards to the Fantastic Four. It's in the rumor mill. I don't know if it's true, but remind me about it. We'll get back into it.
Okay.
But yeah, we got
Infinity War anyway.
Infinity
War hype.
It's real.
It's so real.
Justice League comes first though, so I'm just gonna push it off.
Fuck it. It's just an Avengers movie. It's not like no. Okay, I'm really, really excited for Justice League. Don't get me wrong, because we've never had a Justice League movie, but the Avengers came first, and when the Avengers happened, that hadn't happened before.
Right.
They'd never done that. Their first mighty feat was the Avengers, and think about it now. What? 6 years down the line after the Avengers, they're coming up with the first or second rather, because if Avengers was the first step, this is the next step. in like the massive culmination of what the MCU has been. This has never been done before.
Think about it. Both Avengers movies introduced us to a Infinity Stone. So they were just part of this grander story. Loki was sent by Thanos to get the Tesseract. He gave Loki an Infinity Stone to get an Infinity Stone. He ended up with neither of them. And then Age of Ultron, we found out that Loki's scepter was holding an Infinity Stone. That gets put in Vision. Vision's gonna die. Vision's gonna die.
Oh, Vision has to die.
No!
Vision dies right away.
Oh my gosh.
Does he just become Jarvis again?
I don't know. I'm not ready for it. Vision was the highlight of Age of Ultron for me.
Vision was a highlight, or was a great part of Civil War.
Yeah. He handed Thor's hammer to him. We have to go. I was like,
it's weird how he's I mean, I wouldn't say that he's hardly in Age of Ultron, but he
weird. Has about 10 minutes of screen time. And
it's weird how he's already established in Civil War.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we already, like, it's just like Black Panther. We got his origin. Now he's not a huge part of Civil War, but we're like,
we're fans.
We're
ready.
fans. We're fans. We're ready for the Black Panther movie.
Right. They do a great job in short amount of time really highlighting characters. Spider-Man. How much Spider-Man did we get in Civil War? And we're like, let's go, Homecoming.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, Avengers Infinity War. We are ready to close down.
When Thanos comes, is he gonna use the rest of the Infinity Stones to rip the Infinity Stone out of?
So he's part android with like kind of flesh on him. Is he straight up just gonna? Is it gonna get real crazy? I'm so freaking nervous. I don't want
people have to die. They have to die. A lot of them have to die, or at least a few good ones.
Few good men.
Yeah. I'm
trying to think how some characters are going to be relevant.
We're looking at a Civil War poster.
Yeah, we have a Civil War poster up here. If you're wondering where our eyes are gazing to, what's Ant-Man going to do against Thanos?
Die. But there's Ant-Man and the Wasp coming after Infinity War.
So we have some spoiler alerts. Is Captain Marvel going to be in Infinity War? The Captain Marvel movie is after Infinity War. Does she get introduced?
Yeah.
Is Carol Danvers a pilot in Infinity War?
Did you say Cara Danvers?
Carol Danvers?
Carol Danvers?
Is Miss Marvel. Danvers, yes.
You realize that Supergirl's name is Cara Danvers?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Wait.
Anyway.
Carol Danvers. Okay, my phone's right there. I'm pretty sure.
The Googles. Do we finally when?
Yeah, Carol Danvers, and it's her name's Kara Zor-El, but her adopted family is. Is it the Danvers? Is that right? Really? Sorry, guys. Research.
Black Widow.
What the hell?
In Civil War, Bucky chokes her, and she says, "You could at least recognize me." Is there going to be a reveal there? Are we going to get the reveal?
Oh, of like a pre-existing relationship with Bucky and Black Widow?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Oh god, I lost some notes. All right, so wrapping up D23.
Yes.